Hello and welcome. Namaskaram. You're joining us here live on the Election Express. I'm Akshita Nandagopal, and yes, we're counting down to phase 2. In just a matter of hours from now, the first vote will be cast in the state of Kerala, along with a slew of other states that will be polling. Over the next 30 minutes, I'll be getting you all the updates of what to expect in the state of Kerala. We'll also be focusing on the other big seats to watch out for come Friday, come tomorrow. I'll be getting you all of those updates, but let's round it up for you and kick things off by telling you all about phase 2 polling. 88 seats across 12 states and union territories that will be going to polls tomorrow. By the end of the day, essentially a third of the total 543 Lok Sabha seats, including all seats in Kerala, Rajasthan, Manipur and Tripura, 14 of the 28 seats in Karnataka will have completed polling. And let's take a look at why this particular phase is crucial. India Today's Data Intelligence Unit has kind of analyzed all the seats up for grabs in phase 2. And what we've found is that if you really look at the number of seats and if you break that down as well, you will see that the BJP has a lot at stake in this particular phase, because 19 of those seats are actually BJP seats. Then you've got about 8 with the Congress and 7 which are with other parties as well. But the BJP will be hoping not just to retain this number, but also build on it, which is why in the run-up to phase 2, you've been seeing a highly aggressive political campaign, particularly in states like Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Now let's break that down for you as well as far as vote share goes. And again, this is data for phase 2 alone. In the seats contested, 72 in the case of BJP and 74 in the case of Congress. You can see that more than 40% vote share in these seats. The BJP has in 56 of the 72 seats, a more than 40% vote share. As far as the Congress goes, out of 74, 26 of those seats, they are more than 40% vote share. And you'll notice when we break that down later in this broadcast that most of that number for the Congress actually comes from Kerala, from the state of Kerala. So it'll be interesting to see how that actually plays out. And let's talk about the state of Kerala, which is gearing up for the ultimate political battle with curtains down on the Kerala poll campaign. Some of the key constituencies to watch out for are on your screens, but there's a whole lot at stake for every political party involved, for the LDF as well as the UDF. As we are all set to witness, in fact, a two-way contest in some seats, it's going to be interesting to watch out for a three-way battle as well. And let's take a look at really what to watch out for in Kerala. How has, in fact, Kerala voted, particularly in the 2019 election? So we'll break that down for you, focusing on the state of Kerala, where, remember, the entire state polls in one phase. So if you look at the numbers right now, the UDF in 2019 dominated this election, which is what we've been seeing essentially in the general elections in Kerala. The LDF got 1 seat. If you break that down further, you see that 1 seat went to CPM. As far as the UDF goes, it's largely the Congress. It's one of those few states where whatever the alliance is, the Congress does the heavy lifting essentially. So 15 seats out of the 18 were won by the Congress. Now for the NDA, it was 0. The BJP's never actually managed to open their account in Kerala. They're hoping to change that around this time as well. So we'll see if that actually happens. But it's going to be very interesting to see largely the two-way battle that will play out between the UDF and the LDF. Let me introduce our reporters on this broadcast joining us here to break down the big Kerala battle to watch out for. We've got Shibi Mol as well as Shilpa Nair. Will be joined very soon by our other reporters on ground as well. Shibi, if I can begin with you, you've been witness to the high-octane campaign for the last many months in the state of Kerala. Tomorrow is polling day, so that's when the voter of Kerala will actually decide. Now, there are no big surprises really expected from Kerala. It's a clear two-way contest, but there are some elements that really add to the excitement of this election in Kerala, some seats to watch out for, and whether the NDA, after all of their efforts, will actually make inroads in Kerala, Shibi.
Well, actually, like you rightly pointed out, it's mainly a two-way battle that's taking place in Kerala. And if we have had a lot of discussions about Thiruvananthapuram, Thrissur, the three-way battles. But in Kerala, locally, there are some 5 to 6 constituencies where the people of Kerala are so keenly observing as to whether the Congress or the left will register victory. It's that tight in around 6 to 7 constituencies. But the three-way contest is actually in Thiruvananthapuram and Thrissur mainly to specify, especially in Thrissur, actually, especially in the last 1 week, there was this, clash regarding the Puram, the organization of Thrissur Puram. And, the last 1 week with the Thrissur Puram incident, in which way those votes are going to, because Thrissur Puram is an emotion as far as the residents are concerned. So will there be a dent in certain vote share of the CPM, especially something that, what everybody is keenly observing. So Thrissur has become even more tight after the last week of, the disruption that took place during the Thrissur Puram time. Thiruvananthapuram, again, is a very tight three-way contest, probably the tightest contest that we have witnessed, that maybe Dr. Shashi Tharoor has witnessed. The last 2 times, the BJP had finished second in Kerala and Thiruvananthapuram, but in comparison to all the 2 other terms, the last 2 terms, it's very evident that this is the time when Dr. Tharoor has really felt the heat, because Raji Chandrasekhar has given the toughest fight to Dr. Tharoor here, because 15 years he has been an MP in Thiruvananthapuram, so naturally there's that anti-incumbency factor. Raji Chandrasekhar being an IT expert, he's also addressing an IT crowd here, because Thiruvananthapuram has an IT park here. So a lot of neutral voters, which way the neutral voters are going to vote is probably what is going to decide who is going to emerge victorious from Thiruvananthapuram. Also the left votes, because there usually is a swing of the left votes in Tharoor's favor usually, but this time that is very, very unlikely, because it's Panyan Ravindran who is fielded by the CPI here, who will be likely to consolidate the left votes. Remember in Thiruvananthapuram, during whether it's the local body polls or whether it's the assembly seats, out of the 7 assembly seats forming the Thiruvananthapuram parliamentary constituency, 6 seats are with the CPIM. So the CPIM is very strong here actually in Thiruvananthapuram. Also the local body polls also from the corporation to, if there's almost all the wards are ruled by the CPIM. So CPIM on ground has votes. So by fielding Panyan Ravindra, will they spring a surprise is also what the left is keenly observing. But again, it's mainly a two-way contest between Tharoor and Raji Chandrasekhar. Whoever is...
Okay. Yeah, all right. So that is the update from Trivandrum, and I'll ask you to stay with me, Shibi, as we break that down for you. We're focused on Thiruvananthapuram and that particular battle. Let's take a look overall, really, what's at stake in a state like Kerala, and how has Kerala voted in the past. Now, there are a couple of numbers to watch out for here. As far as the LDF goes, look at how really they've performed in the last few elections. And you compare that to the UDF as well. The 20 seats, if we're looking at the vote percentage right now, the LDF has steadily been in 30s, except for, of course, in 2009, whereas the UDF has been only improving their tally. From 2014 to 2019, they've seen a huge spike, and it's really one of those few states where the Congress saw that kind of a spike when you compare 2014 and 2019. A large factor of this is the vote share also that came in from North Kerala because of Rahul Gandhi actually contesting from there. You look at the NDA, whereas they were at single digits in 2009. They've been at about 15%, and if we were to break that down further as well, to take a look at really how much each party, besides the alliance, each party has gotten. The BJP is about 13% of a vote share. You look at really the CPIM, they've got 26%, the Congress at 37.5%. So this data, and the Congress were looking to consolidate this further, eat into the left vote bank, and that's exactly what the BJP is also targeting right now. I want to bring in Shilpa Nair on this broadcast as well. Shilpa, we've been highlighting how this is largely a two-way battle rather than a three-way battle. But even for the LDF, it's hugely challenging. Kerala being one of those states that votes very differently in an assembly election and very differently in a general election.
Well, that's right, Akshita. In fact, for the LDF, especially the CPIM, there's a lot of anti-incumbency on ground, considering the fact that it is the LDF that is in power in Kerala at this point in time. Whether or not this anger against the government will translate, in the electoral outcomes, that is what everyone's keenly trying to observe at this point in time. And that is also the reason why, if you look at the candidates that the left has put up, they've put up some very strong faces this time around, not giving a chance, not making it an easy contest in any way for for the Congress or for the UDF, all their top guns, Thomas Isaac, KK Shailaja, all of them, Panyan Ravindran, Sunil Kumar, all of their top faces from the left front have been fielded, and they, of course, wants to ensure that there is a tight contest in some of these seats. But for the Congress, they are hopeful, because in the 2019 elections as well, we saw how the UDF, the Congress led front, swept the elections here in Kerala, and they believe they can repeat the same in 2024 as well. And like Shibi was pointing out, there are only a couple of constituencies where there is really a three-corner fight. I am currently in Ernakulam. Few kilometers from here is Thrissur, where there is, of course, a huge, interesting political fight between the BJP, the CPI, and the Congress, of course. In fact, Suresh Gopi has been fielded by BJP. Actor politician Suresh Gopi has been fielded by BJP. CPI Sunil Kumar is contesting from Thrissur against Suresh Gopi. And Congress has fielded Muralidharan, the son of former Chief Minister and senior Congress leader, veteran Congress leader Karnataka. So that, of course, makes that battle very, very interesting.
Very true. But Thrissur also will be challenging to Suresh Gopi, considering that he's lost twice from Thrissur as well. The other big battle, and Shilpa, stay with me, the other big battle that we'd like to also talk about is, of course, the one that everyone's focusing on, the seat of Wayanad. Rahul Gandhi won by a comfortable margin of over 4 lakh votes last time around in Wayanad. The question really about this seat, where you've got Annie Raja being fielded from the CPI and K. Surendran, the Kerala BJP chief, fielded by the Bharatiya Janata Party, is whether really this is going to be a tough battle or not for Rahul Gandhi, or if it's only a question of how much of a victory margin he actually seals in Kerala, in Wayanad. Moshmi Singh is joining us live from Wayanad with more on that. Moshmi, Wayanad, one of those seats that's not just being watched very, very closely in Kerala, but also nationally. It's a seat that's changed really the UDF's prospects also in North Kerala. We've seen that in 2019, all courtesy Rahul Gandhi. But does the Congress see a threat this time in the form of Annie Raja? Not so much the BJP, but at least Annie Raja, a heavyweight?
See, Akshita, clearly Wayanad, a sleepy, very picturesque town, came into sharp focus in 2019 when Rahul Gandhi decided to contest from Wayanad. And, you know, at that point of time, the Congress had a bumper victory of sorts in Kerala, even as its fortunes dipped tremendously and took a beating across the country. Kerala was one bastion that the Congress scored a 19 out of 20 as far as, you know, the UDF is concerned. And that's why the Congress is looking to repeat its victory performance and perhaps score 100% in Kerala, and that's all banking on brand Rahul Gandhi. So the Congress really believes the Rahul Gandhi factor is weighing heavy on the LDF and also perhaps countering the BJP there because BJP would be looking to increase its vote share. The left is looking to save its last bastion. Remember, having lost West Bengal to Mamata Banerjee, having lost power there, this is the last bastion of the left as far as, you know, having a government in the state is concerned. And it's in fact double pressure for Pinari Vijayan, on whom a very sharp attack was launched by Rahul Gandhi. The left has also not spared any attack on Rahul Gandhi to counter that move. So we will have to wait and see. But here it's more about a victory margin of sorts, Akshita.
Correct. All right.
Because
Moshmi, thanks for getting us that update. Moshmi, I'm running out of time, but I want to also play out a conversation that you've had. This is a very interesting one. As you know, in the state of Kerala, you've got a lot of the population currently settled abroad, particularly in the Gulf nation. And more than 22,000 NRIs who are out of Kerala are returning home to ensure that they are there tomorrow to go ahead and cast their vote. More than 22,000 NRIs have already arrived in Kerala in the last 2 days to exercise their franchise. Let's play out for you a conversation that Moshmi had with some of these NRIs who've travelled all the way just to ensure that their voice is heard in this democracy.
We are in Wayanad, and here you have Abdul and Ashish and Saeed and a lot of Indian citizens, NRIs who are living abroad. They've come from Dubai and Sharjah and Saudi Arabia, and they think that it's an important day. Abdul साहब, आप आए इतना दूर से, दुबई से आ रहे हैं, तो काफी मुश्किल भी था दुबई में. कितना टफ था?
बारिश भी हो गया था, काफी जगह में डूब गया पानी से. फिर भी वो मुश्किल से अपना टिकट खुद खरीद करके लीव मांग के मैं इधर वोट लेने के लिए आया था.
बॉस कह रहा था कि क्यों जाना है, आप तो सुपरवाइजर हैं, कौन सुपरवाइजिंग करेगा?
बदले एक आदमी को सिखा के फिर मैं इधर आया.
सिखा के आया कि जाना ही है?
1-2 महीने के लिए सिखा के मैं इधर आया.
आपके लिए कितना मुश्किल था?
ये छुट्टी मिलने के लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल है, तो भी थोड़ा मैनेजर के साथ बात किया, बाद में वो थोड़ा अप्रूव किया. नहीं, एक बार लाजिम वोट करना चाहिए, इसलिए मैं इधर आया. थोड़ा इंडिया भी थोड़ा चेंज आना चाहिए, पहले का ऐसा नहीं है, अभी एक बार लाजिम चेंज आना चाहिए. इसलिए मेरा एक वोट है ना, वो थोड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट है मेरे के लिए, इसलिए मैं आया.
Many people are coming to vote?
Yes, in Kerala, especially in Wayanad Parliament constituency, many people came to here from abroad to cast their vote because they know that the importance of the casting the vote in the democratic process, because we want to select our representatives with our own casting our vote, and the people of the Kerala especially change for the nation's the present democratic system and to preserve our democracy, preserve our constitution. That's why every people giving much importance to cast the vote.
So that's Kerala for you, a sum up and essentially a promo of what to expect tomorrow when the state actually goes ahead and votes. Let's focus on the other big southern state, the state of Karnataka. Now, Karnataka, remember, is the only southern state that actually votes in 2 phases. In the first phase, which is tomorrow, you're going to be seeing essentially half of the 28 seats, 14 seats, and all in South Karnataka casting their vote. Most importantly, of course, will be the city of Bengaluru, which will also be voting. Just to quickly break this down for you as to the numbers of those 14 seats and how really the people of Karnataka voted back in 2019 in this region, you can see that it was in fact largely in the BJP and the NDA's favor. We've put the JDS here because of the alliance also that's happening now between the BJP and the JDS. They got 12 seats, 11 with the BJP, 1 with the JDS. There was only 1 that the India bloc managed to win, and that was the seat of Bangalore Rural, which DK Suresh is in fact holding on to. He's the incumbent MP, he's contesting again from that particular constituency. Let's quickly take a look at really what the vote share has looked like in this particular area in 2019, and then we'll take this across to our reporters. You look at that number right now, the NDA had a whopping 60% of the vote share in these 14 of 28 seats. The India bloc, which is largely the Congress, had 31% of, in fact, the vote share here. Now, overall, of the 28 seats, if we break that down to, in fact, each alliance, you see how the NDA has performed 61% in 2019. You compare that from 2004 to now, it's the highest that the NDF has managed to get, which is why they will be counting on a repeat performance in Karnataka. As far as the India bloc goes, steadily more or less in the 30% figure there as far as their vote share is concerned. The BJP's biggest hope in the south is riding on the state of Karnataka for this very reason, the fact that they managed a 61% vote share back in 2019. Let me bring in our reporters on this broadcast. We've got Sagai Raj joining us live from Bengaluru with all the details of what to expect tomorrow. Sagai, 14 of the 28 seats voting in your state tomorrow. The focus is, of course, largely going to be on the city of Bengaluru, where every Bengalurian will be coming out to cast their vote as well. Take it away. The seats to watch out for. What are the preparations like there?
They all geared up for the first phase of election in the state of Karnataka. Technically, it is the second phase across the country, but it is the first phase in the state of Karnataka. So far, 50,000 police personnel have been deployed and 665 paramilitary forces deployed for election. But there is also 7 paramilitary forces deployed in Bengaluru Rural again. As you rightly pointed out, that Bengaluru Rural was the only seat which was won by Congress in 2019. And this time, the 7 paramilitary forces alone has been deployed in Bengaluru rural, and many booths have been considered as sensitive and ultra sensitive booths, and where there are more security persons who have deployed in those booths. And talking about the politics, remember that Karnataka is the only state where the BJP had more number of seats in the south, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi eyeing at south, Karnataka will be very crucial for them. And time and again, whenever he delivers the speech, he has also slammed Karnataka Congress government with the kind of programs that have been implemented. So probably this particular election will be crucial. All eyes on Karnataka, where BJP is looking forward to maintain the track record by winning a same number of seats what they have done last time. But the Congress is hopeful that with the guarantees and the leaders in the state of Karnataka, there will be a good performance of Congress and more number of seats for them in the state of Karnataka.
All right, let's see how it plays out. Like I said, for the BJP, for the NDA, they've got stakes running high in Karnataka. It's the one south state that they're confident of getting maximum seats, which is why you didn't see these big bang campaigns by the Prime Minister in Karnataka as much as there was in, let's say, Tamil Nadu. But thanks very much, Sagai, for getting us those updates. Karnataka and Kerala will be voting. Karnataka, of course, South Karnataka will be voting come tomorrow. And you can join me live from 7 a.m. for all the live updates on these two states and all the others that are cutting across states and union territories, which will be voting in phase 2, 88 seats in all. Those updates coming your way from 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm wrapping up this broadcast.